Hi everyone, welcome to Follow the Cats with Coach Jeff Burkhammer. I'm Ralph Patterson, and Coach, finally, hoop season is here. I'm ready for it. Anybody else excited?
I think there's a whole lot of people excited. I know our players are excited, I know our staff's excited, and hopefully we have some folks here in town that are anticipating the start of the year and ready to watch some Bearcat basketball.
Well, and we are taping this show on Friday, November 14th. The season starts tonight, but we got to go in reverse first. And first thing I want to do, you got some new faces on the floor, we know that, but you got some new guys sitting next to you too. I want to talk about your coaching staff.
Yeah, we have two new coaches. Mario Stowers comes to us from Roane State Community College up in Tennessee. Really good young guy that I think will help us on the floor, will also help us on the recruiting trails. And then David Pruitt, who played here the last 3 years. Last year he was in Germany, but the 3 prior years to that was one of the all-time great three-point shooters here at Lander. So happy to have both those guys, two young guys that are anxious to get into the coaching profession and real excited about helping with Lander basketball and being part of our staff.
And Mario's got some ugly shoes. I already told him that.
He's got a bunch of shoes, and some of them, yeah, we've had to talk about, and now we've got some coaching shoes for him, so he looks much better.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. With blue on them.
Well,
I think the first shoes I saw, he had every color but blue.
Well, that's kind of the trend with these young guys, man. They like all this loud stuff and crazy colors and a bunch of different schemes, and you and I are a little more old school.
Well, I am old school, and I think you ought to consider mixing in your school colors.
School colors have to be part of it. That's what I told him. I said anything we do with Lander basketball, it needs to be blue, gold, white, black, that type of color. It can't be all this other stuff.
I'm with you. Okay, you're happy to get those guys, and they're going to help you a lot. Let's now start to move forward towards game day. You had a real live dress rehearsal last weekend against Athletes in Action, and really a good team filled with past college players, good players. They've been playing every night all over this part of the country.
Playing a lot of games in the Southeast. We were the last of about a 10-game schedule for them. So they kind of played themselves into shape a little bit. And some of those guys, that's what they do. They got to play their way into shape. But good team, really good players, well coached. Great test for us. It was good for us to play those guys. They're bigger, stronger, experienced players that gave us some different looks. They did some different things to us. We were able to try some different things, play a lot of people, different lineups. So it was a great opener for us, good exhibition.
Well, and we got some highlights. So let's take a look at Lander and Athletes in Action last Saturday.
This is kind of early in the game, one of the first possessions, and we get out and get a hand up, and now we're going to try to push in transition. And Ralph, we've talked, we're going to try to play faster this year. Here's a quick transition to J.R. Gamble. It's 3 of his 29 on the game. J.R. had a really good game, shot the ball well, and a guy that we got to have a good year. Ricardo Martin making just a solid play, just be smart, good team basketball, kick back to him. One of JR's 7 assists. He has 29.7 assists on the game, and nice pitch back to Ricardo Martin after he drew the defense.
And is the Bearcat at center court a little bigger than last year?
It's bigger, and it's turned back around, so we got it facing the right way for the camera, which is nice. That's one of our freshmen, Kier Crouch, one of our point guards, extremely fast from baseline to baseline, and there you saw him taking it right to the rack and drawing a foul, and was 4-4 from the free throw line, so good start for Kier. Had to play against a little 2-2-1, which is great. We got to experience being pressed some and did a nice job beating the press, and we get a good look. Ricardo's a good shooter, 15, 16 feet right in that area. Really good shot for Ricardo Martin. Set play here. Don't get anything out of it. All right, so stay in our offense. Let's get the ball reversed. Continue to work here. Guys in the post. We go to a ball screen action. JR coming off the ball screen, and we get staggers on the baseline. Really nice duck in by Scotty Elder. Glad to have Scotty back. Nice catch and
good
finish.
Good pass, too.
Great pass on the duck in. Long shots create long rebounds. So here we are getting a long rebound to a push out. Let's see what we can get in transition. If we don't have anything, let's get into offense. We get transition basketball there. Kier Crouch. There's a freshman again. Nice pull-up 3. Again, we don't have anything, so let's make sure we get into offense. We get a nice post up. Let's not force it. Really good read by Scotty Elder. Assist to Sergio Smith for an easy basket against a trap.
That was a good read by Scotty.
It was a nice
Got
read.
doubled and had patience and found the right guy.
Patience, looked over at inside shoulder and found the open guy. Set play. This is screen-to-screener action. Get a nice screen down and a nice open three for J.R. Washington. They hit a three, I'll run right back at them. This is a great time to run right back at them. They hit a three, we come right back, see what we can get. Ball screen action. Right back to another ball screen. Nice penetration and pitch. Really good look right there. Got a great shot, didn't go, got to keep playing. So now we got to get back in transition. They come back, hit another three, and the lead went from about, and we fouled them, and it went from about 12 with 4 minutes left in the half to we're down 3 at halftime. And that's something that we've got to do a better job managing the game and understanding the way that the game is being played. Come out in the second half, go right to a set play. Don't get anything out of it, so we go right into offense. You know, penetrate the pitch, penetrate and find a guy off the staggers, duck in actions with our bigs. Be patient. We don't get anything right away. Let's not panic with it. As long as we've got it, they can't score, so let's keep it. And this is a nice penetration. Alan Hardy, nice kick out to Ricardo Martin for an easy basket. Close game all the way through, Ralph. It was a really good test for us, a good game for us to play, good close game. Tobias Hose makes a nice read, goes away from the screen, misses a shot, and Scotty Elder's right where he should be to rebound the offensive glass when his man stepped over to help.
And, you know, this team you're playing, athletes in action, as we said, former college players. They won a lot of games on their tour, and these are good players. And
Yeah.
you said they played themselves into shape on this little tour.
I think they only lost one game on their tour, and I think we probably played them the second best. There was a nice steal by J.R. Washington. He's a good anticipator. He gets his hands on a lot of balls and got an easy basket from there. Good penetration and pitch. Nice post-up action. Ricardo Martin on a little turnaround. Pretty good offense.
And I like your guys moving without the ball. You had one guy slip a screen, another guy come, and good ball movement or good man movement away from the ball.
We're doing a couple different things this year. We're getting more movement with players, more movement with the ball, and you know I think it's helped us open the floor up some, get us some easier baskets. Right back to ball screens again. It kind of depends on how they play the ball screen to what we do with it. Great curl cut by Tobias, and he drew the defender, got the help, and pitched back for an open 15-footer by Ricardo Martin. Ricardo had a really good game. He went 7 for 15 from the floor, had 16 points, 10 rebounds, a nice double-double for him. Another nice steal here. Good job by Alan Hardy, drawing the defense. Nice easy basket for J.R. Washington. We had a couple guys in this game with double-doubles. Tobias Hose, 17 points, 10 rebounds. Pretty good for a guard. And Scotty Elder just missed a double-double with 14 and 9. Good job of contesting a shot here. Right to a run out. All right, don't have anything. Good. Just hold up a minute. Let's see what we got, and we make a good decision. Nice pass, easy basket. Did a better job in this game than we did in our first scrimmage of using our post guys. And then we get a pitch out. Tobias Hose for a nice three. Tobias had 4 threes in the game. He goes 4 of 7 from three-point range. Kier Crouch, really nice pull-up. One of the best things he does. Drives it in there and makes plays, and nice pull-up for his own shot that time. Cross screen, down screen action. Needed a basket. We're down 4. Not much time left.
How long have you been running that play?
That's a play a lot of people run. It's just
Yeah.
cross screen, down screen
Yeah.
action, but it's still something that's difficult to
great
guard. Going to our trapping stuff here. Late in the game, we're down a couple. We do a nice job there of good read, good trap, and they had to foul us so we get to the free throw line. Again, we're trapping. Let's go get it. We're trapping the ball screen there. Deflections, and deflections usually lead to runouts and something good in transition. Good job here. Got a great shot. We just miss it, and here's floor coverage. You know, we don't get a guy back, and what should have been a good shot, an open shot, and 2 points for us turns into a 4-point swing to 2 points for them. But then we run it right back at them and kick up to JR for an open 3. That's a good thing to see from a young team. You keep playing. Great job here on our traps off that out of bounds. Right to a quick steal and a quick basket. We're going to trap more. We're going to try to make the game up tempo. We're going to try to make teams have to adjust to us, not allow them to run what they want to run. Here we ran at the dribbler this time instead of trapping off the pass. Good recovery, good position, nice charge by J.R. Washington. Oh, this possession killed us, Ralph. Look at that thing roll around twice and doesn't go in. It's a 90-86 game, and we end up having to foul there. And we were right there to stay close, and we get two tough misses. That ball's just rolled around the rim. Really like this. Guys are fighting and battling. Keep fighting. We're down 5. Keep working. Keep working. Really good job of scrapping and hustling right there, and we get back to the foul line. This is real late in the game.
Well, good stuff. You did a lot of good stuff. You played, I don't know if you played as many players as you wanted to play, but you did get a lot of guys some good game action.
Yeah, we played probably 8 or 9 guys for the most of the game, and we still got a couple guys that are figuring out what we're doing in practice, and they'll come along and get better. We did some really good things. We had some guys put up great numbers. The one number that kills us, though, is we gave up 41 free throws. That's just too many foul shots. Instead of guarding and being aggressive without fouling, we fouled too much. And, those guys are good free throw shooters. They outscored us 31-20 at the foul line, 11-point difference there, and we lose a 2-point game.
And it's hard to defend guys on the foul line, right?
Yeah, they get those open 15-footers. That's a tough thing to defend. So that's one of the things we've really talked about a lot this week is making sure we do a good job moving our feet, play with our hands back. Let's not reach and foul. Anticipate a little bit more where the guy's going. Let's not allow people to establish early. Let's make sure we get in position first, and hopefully we won't foul as much.
Well, and perfect example, that was an exhibition game. Doesn't count on your record, so you come out of that learning some things about your team.
That's the great thing about an exhibition game and great things about scrimmages. It doesn't hurt with your record, but you learn a whole lot about your team. You learn about players, you learn about toughness, you learn about execution, what guys can do and not do. Maybe if we need to change something we're doing as a team. And we did. After the Wingate scrimmage, we changed some things offensively, and we were much better. We go out and score 91 points against a pretty darn good team. So I think we've made some good adjustments, and now we need to continue to get better with those.
Okay, before we talk about opening the season, I want to talk about the Division II basketball, the state of D2 basketball. Mm-hmm. It's more competitive than it's ever been. Part of that reason, I think, is because there aren't as many Division I scholarships as there used to be. And so there are more good players at this level. And then a lot of Division I caliber athletes ended up playing D2 anyway. But your comments on where D2 basketball is right now?
If you look at what has happened just in this preseason, and there are a lot of good Division II basketball players out there, and most of those great Division II players are really Division I guys that have come to our level for whatever reason. They were to D1 level and transferred down because they weren't playing as much as they wanted to. They've developed into a better player. There's a whole lot of reasons, but Division II basketball is right there on par with a lot of the Division I teams. And if you look even just in our league this year, Georgia Southwestern plays Georgia to a 4-point game. UNC Pembroke beats UAB earlier this year. Columbus State goes to Stetson and wins. Alabama plays Montevallo the other night. Montevallo plays them to the last few minutes of the game. A couple nights ago, Christian Brothers, out of our league obviously, but still a Division II school, beats Memphis. Texas A&M lost the other night to a Division II school. So that tells you that Division II basketball is pretty darn good, and there's some great players out there, great coaches and great programs, and you really have to do a good job with your team to be able to win at this level.
No question. Okay, let's move ahead. It's game time, and we're calling this weekend's activities an exempt classic. First, explain to folks what exempt is.
Well, it's an exempt classic because this is something Division II changed a year ago, where now you're allowed to play really 2 extra games on your season. You have to play it this weekend, the first weekend of the season. It has to be with teams within your region, but you can have those games as extra games. They count toward your record. They're regular games, but there are 2 more games other than you get 26 plus a tournament. Now you can play really 28 plus a tournament. So we decided to host this one. We have 3 really good teams coming in, and I think it's going to be a neat thing for us. Last year we played in one at Augusta, and this year we decided let's go ahead and host it and have home games. And we've got 4, I think, really good games, Ralph. 5:30 Tonight, you got Georgia College playing Queens University out of Charlotte, and then 7:30 we play Emmanuel College out of Georgia. Emmanuel last year played in the NAIA National Championship game. They returned first-team All-American in Red Stanley, and they're also ranked #1 in the country right now in National Christian College Athletic Association. So we know we've got a very tough game tonight, and should be two really good games. And then on Saturday, we flip it at 2 o'clock. Georgia College plays Emmanuel, and we play Queens, and Queens I think has about 6 Division I transfers. So two really good tests for us early to kind of find out where we're at and a little bit more about our team as we get into regular season.
So after the Classic, you got there's no rest for the weary. You play Tuesday night against Bruton Parker.
Sunday will be a busy day. We've got a lot of things to get done on Sunday. We have video from the first 2 games that we have to take care of and try to teach from, and then at the same time prepare for Bruton Parker. So we'll practice Sunday night, which would be a little different. Usually don't have to do that, but we'll practice Sunday night and then have Sunday night short practice, kind of get prepared for Bruton Parker, and then Monday, and then play again on Tuesday. So it's a quick turnaround with 3 games in 5 days.
I gotta say this, and this is not about basketball season, but something I noticed your team doing last night in Finest Horn Arena. We hosted the great Erskine Scholarship Banquet, which is a phenomenal event. And after it ended, in comes your team to help put everything away. And not many people see you guys doing that, but I thought that was pretty cool. The Bearcats come in to help get everything ready and so that you guys can play some basketball.
Well, it's a neat thing for our guys too, because they learned that you need to help other people, you need to be involved with other groups, and I think they did a good job of getting in there and getting it done. We were in there about 45 minutes and tore down the entire arena with the banquet set up and all that, and they had fun doing it, which is the other thing, and that's kind of a team thing. It's kind of team building, and I thought they did a really good job with that, and we're always looking for things that we can do to help others and be involved in the community and be involved on campus.
Bearcat Nation, they got to be loud and proud this weekend.
Loud and proud, be there, be part of the game. Don't just come and watch and hope to be entertained. We need you to be part of the game, be involved, and be loud and have fun during the course of the 40 minutes.
We used to call that, don't be a spectator, be a participant.
Absolutely.
Are they going to paint up?
I hope they do. I hope they paint up and just come in and have fun. That's what we want college students to do, just go have fun and be a part of the game.
Well, good luck to the Bearcats. We're about out of time. We play tonight, Friday night. We've got the Exempt Classic. You also play Saturday at 3:30, and then again Tuesday at home against Bruton Parker.
Saturday,
so lots of hoops.
Saturday's a 4 o'clock game.
4 o'clock.
It's 2 and 4 on Saturday, but yeah, we got Bruton Parker on Tuesday. So a lot of hoops coming up and a lot of game times to meet. So we look forward to having you here and being loud in Horn Arena.
That's all the time we have for Jeff Burkhammer. I'm Ralph Patterson. This is Follow the Cats, the Lander Basketball Show. We'll be back next time.